everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Brianna Lentz, and today is part 3 of my Patriotic Cross Stitch Patterns series. So today we are going to be discussing over 50 cross stitch patterns. We're going to be sharing my brand new cross stitch pattern, and we are going to be sharing a couple designers I've never shared with on my channel before, and then 44 Patriotic Cross Stitch Patterns from the Stitching with the Housewives, also known as the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch here on Flosstube. 44! I went through their Etsy shop and went through their entire Patriotic catalog, so buckle up if you're a fan of theirs. All right, so if this is the first time you have seen or are seeing my channel or one of these videos, hi, I'm so glad you're here. If you are a returning viewer, hi, also so glad you're here. So the format of this video is all digital except for one, which I will share in just a minute. And I'm going to be on this side of the screen because I'm going to be sharing the cross stitch pattern that I'm discussing here on the screen like this, and I'm going to be looking down because I'm going to be referring to a post that I have at briannalentz.com where you can find a list of all of these cross stitch patterns. You can see them visually, and you can also download the full list that I shared today. So if you download that pattern if you download that PDF May of 2024, and you are an avid collector of Stitching with the Housewives, then you will have, as far as I know, their entire library of cross stitch patterns as of May 21st, 2024. Also, check out my shirt. I made this cross stitch all day. This is an SVG you can purchase in my Etsy shop, briannalentzshop.etsy.com, where I have a bunch of other cross stitch SVGs, which are things that you can download and then print and cut, or just cut using your Cricut, or be able to use for stickers, whatever, needle minders, whatever you do. It's a little bit dark today, so I'm using a ring light, and let's get started. So the first thing that I want to share is my brand new pattern. So this video is coming out Wednesday. This pattern will be in my Etsy shop on Friday, the Friday before Memorial Day weekend. And I'm so thrilled to share this. I will go into more detail on my Flosstube on Friday, but this is the Patriotic Granny Square. So the idea of this is it's a granny square. There are so many cross stitch patterns inspired by quilt patterns. I thought, why not make one inspired by granny square? And so in my Flosstube on Friday, I will share the actual granny square that I made that is a mirror image of this pattern. So if you get this cross stitch pattern, then you can also have the granny square pattern included with it via this design. And I absolutely love it. Let me see what it looks like without the light. Just natural light. And so this is stitched on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco, straight from the factory, and it is finished with Lady Dot's navy bean velveteen. And it's just finished in a simple pillow. And I am in love with it. So this is an actual granny square pattern, just via digital format. Sorry about that. My husband's texting me. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. So you can get this via PDF download at briannalentzshop.etsy.com, May 23rd, 2024. I love this. I'm very proud of this. And just because this is my channel really quick, this is the Sawtooth Stars and the Stripes pattern that you can also purchase in my Etsy shop, briannalentzshop.etsy.com. So they're very clean, and I love them very much. I'm very proud of these cross stitch patterns. They're very clean, which I really do enjoy in cross stitch. And also finished with that navy bean velveteen, which is kind of one of my new loves. It's getting stormy outside, so I wanted to see what my husband texted me, and he was letting me know that there has been a tornado watch issued for my area. So after I finish recording, I'm going to go move my van into my garage. All right, so the first company or designer that I'm getting tornado notifications. that's all north of me, is Miss Prim Cross Stitch. So first we have Washington Slept Here, which is an interesting name because it's, I don't know why she didn't name this George Washington pillow, but this is Washington Slept Here is the name of the pillow, and it says underneath it, Washington Slept Here. And then the pair to this pillow is the Martha Washington pillow. A little bit confusing to me, but they go together. So I guess she just wanted to combine the two names, and with the pillows, you get the full name. So there you go. So you have the Washington Slept Here, and then you have the Martha Washington pillow, which I really think these are great. And then we have George on Horseback. So you have these really interesting designs, and then you get to finish them into pillows, which I think are really cool. I talked about this in my first patriotic video, which if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I'll have those listed directly down below so you can see a whole bunch of the patriotic cross stitch patterns. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do. This might be my last one for the year, and then I'll continue on my list next year. So 3 videos is quite a bit. So if I don't continue the patriotic series, I will pick up where I left off next year. So so that is Miss Prim Cross Stitch, which is a new designer to me. Next, I wanted to share Waxing Moon designs. I'm going to share 4, and first I want to share Preserving Liberty. I really enjoy these. She has a bunch of patterns that are set within this theme for all of the holidays. So if you like to stitch things in sets or in pairs or thematically throughout the year, Waxing Moon Designs is a great resource for you there. So Waxing Moon Designs, Preserving Liberty. Next we have the Patriotic House Trio. Man, I've always wanted to do these. And then you have the Patriotic Barn Trio, which I love that because we have so many houses. The Patriotic Barn Trio is really great, especially for our farm decor lovers. And then lastly, the Patriotic Gnome Littles, which are so cute. This is the only set of patriotic gnomes that I've seen besides some of like those other designers that you'll find on Etsy with a bunch of like miscellaneous designs. So if you like gnomes and you want to support Waxing Moon Designs, this is a good one. All right, moving on is a designer that I have not shared on my channel before either, and this is Sam Bree Stitches. I think we all know her. She's done a wonderful job. She's been a huge person to include a lot of different people on her channel. And so Sam Bree Stitches, first is Grandpa's Barn. I love this one. I think it is so classy. So this land is your land, this land is my land. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen this, getting distracted because of all the weather. I'm actually surprised I haven't seen this land is your land, this land is my land in more designs. And I mean, this is just very classic America. This is actually, out of all of the over 150 I shared, I really love this, and I love that it's on this yellow corn husk color fabric. Really, really like this from Sam Bree Stitches. Great job. Next, what I want to share is Home of the Free, Because of the Brave. I think this is cool. Very modern. If you have a modern house, I think this is really sweet. I think she did a good job with this. Next, we have Bold, Bright, and Brave. Bold stripes, bright stars, brave hearts. I really like this. She has very original designs. A lot of these I haven't seen by any of the other designers, and so good job, Sam Bree Stitches. Another really individual pattern is Red, White, and True. So you have the Sasquatch, which she has in quite a few of her different patterns. So that's kind of like a Sam Bree Stitches trademark, which is kind of a cool character to trademark in your stitching. And lastly, we have Words to Live By, Patriotic Edition. Again, a very original concept to have a word, what am I trying to, not a word search. What is it? Crossword puzzle in your stitching. I thought that was really smart. And she has like these little icons throughout it. Really smart. Really, really well done, Sam Bree Stitches. So that's it. Next year I'll have to talk about Teresa Kogut, or in my next video, if I do one again, I don't know. I was planning on doing Teresa Kogut in this video, but I ended up having 44 in the entire library of patriotic stitches for stitching with the Housewives, and that ended up being, I think, 13 plus 44 was 57. So that would be even more than 50. I'd have to do 57 images editing in here on top of whatever I got from Teresa Kogut. So I was like, for the sake of me, I'm just gonna show the entire catalog. And I thought about, like, I don't have to show everything, but the concept of these patriotic videos has been sharing the library. So if you'd really like to see a part 4 with a couple more entire libraries from certain designers that I didn't get a chance to share, let me know in the comments down below, because you guys always push me to make that video, or to make the video that you'd like to see. So if you want to see it, let me know down below. If I don't hear much about it, well, then we'll just wait till next year. And we'll make sure we hit up Teresa Kogut on the first one of my next ones. Fair? I think so. Okay, so these are in no particular order. Then I was able to get them 1 through 44. And I did not classify them. Like, you're not going to see all of the roundabouts in one slew. You're not going to see all the sassy strippers all together. It's going to be all over the place. And because there's so many on my website, I'm going to have like pictures in groups of 10, the list of 10, then another gallery of 10 pictures with a list of 10. And that's going to be the way that that goes. So because there are so many, I'm going to have to go through this differently as well. So just bear with me a little bit, because I'm having to do this a little bit differently than how I normally do it. Okay, so first we have Liberty and Justice. So these are all by Stitching with the Housewives, all PDF downloads from their Etsy shop. So if you shop pretty much at 123 Stitch or Annabella's or something like that, they'll have your physical patterns available, but they might not have all of them, because Stitching with the Housewives was one of the first huge stitchy shops that did PDF downloads exclusively, which really modernized the whole game, which, I mean, that's what I do. I only do PDF downloads for right now because I don't have the volume or the necessity from you guys to do physical patterns. Hopefully in the future, there'll be a necessity for me to be in physical shops, but I'm not there yet. So being able to just have PDF downloads is really nice. It's really fast. And plus you get to download and have your stitches immediately. But those physical patterns that you do buy from those other shops, like Annabella's or like Hollis Hands Creates, that supports that shop owner as well as the designer, which then feeds the community, which is great. So there is a need and a necessity for both, because we all got to make money to continue to create as much as we enjoy it. And I love doing free patterns, but you know, there's a reason why you do those physical patterns as well. And so they'll do like 30 days to the physical shops before they release that PDF pattern in their Etsy shop. If you want to find out more information, you can go hit up Stitching with the Housewives. So let's get started, because I probably said too much, and hopefully I made my point clear enough. Okay, so Liberty and Justice by okay, slow down. Liberty and Justice Sassy Strippers. Let's make sure we're over. So I'm having to go from the bottom and then click open my picture instead of typically just like going anyway. Okay, so this is a small one. This will be a quick finish, and it's finished on a paddle board, and it has, we're just, you know, I'm not going to go through and explain them. I think there's so many that I'm just going to go through, kind of list them off, and there we go. I think we all know their aesthetic, so let's just name them off. Liberty and Justice for all Sassy Strippers. And I say the name, and then that cues me when I'm editing to show the picture here. In case you're wondering why I do things, some ways I cue myself to know when I'm editing to insert that said picture here. Red, white, and blue Sassy Strippers. Long May She Wave. I love this one. This is one that I absolutely would love to stitch and have up in my house. I kind of forgot about it. I forgot about a lot of these patterns, to be truthful with you. They have so many, and some of their bigger ones are really top notch, like next level. They're just so good. So yeah, Long May She Wave. Red, white, and blue. I stitched this one, except for the red, I didn't make it striped. I just did it all red. Here, you know what? Let me go grab them. Yeah, this is one that I stitched. And so I didn't do the stripes, I just did block stitching. And actually I stitched this twice. I gifted this to my mother-in-law and then I stitched it for myself. And it's finished on a Dollar Tree thing, and it's on the mat board finishing that Priscilla does. Okay, next is America the Beautiful. Another gorgeous one, a great companion piece to Long May She Wave. Gosh, I would love to do this one too. Maybe next year I'll do a 25 and 2025 patterns, and maybe this with those two companion pieces would be good. If I remember. Gosh, that'd be so cool though. I'd love to do that. Next, Proud to be an American. Next, Red, White, and Bantam. This is one that I hadn't seen before doing this video today, and I love this. Bantam is a type of bird. It's a smaller species of chicken. And so Red, White, and Bantam is a play on words of the Bantam chicken. Great summer piece. America Dapper Doodad. One of their few patterns with pigs in it. 4th of July, Dapper Doodad. Sam and Liberty, another big piece. And you have the Liberty with the eagle in it, which you'll see later is another one of their cross stitch patterns. So they kind of like snuck in, you know, a playful pattern within the big pattern. USA Cup. This one's just called USA, but for the sake of knowing what picture I needed, USA Cup with the eagle. This is that picture, or that chart I was referring to. Patriotic Pair Adorable series. These are fun to look at. USA Sam. And their Etsy shop was very popular. Like a lot of these patterns, even though there's 44 of them, I mean, multiple charts had like, it would say 6 to 13 people had these patterns in their carts. Buffalo Plaid, 4th of July. Calendar Crates, July. Stars and Stripes Cup. These are some of their first patterns they did. They did like an entire year of different cups for all of the holidays. So there's a lot of these because they were very popular for them. Because they were like a play on the Ray Dunn cups that were extremely popular a couple years ago. I mean, I guess they still are, but I'm not really sure if they still have like that fervor that they once did. Old Glory Cup. Well, it's just called Old Glory, but like I said, I put the cup there so I know what to insert. Liberty Dapper Doodads. So a lot of these, because they have the sunflowers and stuff, like you can leave them up beyond 4th of July and they would go really well with your summer decor. Liberty Cup with the chicken. And this is another one that I did, except this one I did on, oops, I need to help it out a little bit. But I did this on, I think I tea-dyed this, or it's Rit dyed 14 count Ada. And then again, this is a frame that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just painted it in, I don't know, country red or barn red, something like that. And I need to fix it, but really cute. Oh, and I didn't put the insert in the center I just left it blank. I didn't put the Liberty in there. Red, white, and blue Dapper Doodad. Red, white, and blue cup with flowers. They had quite a few different patterns that were just called red, white, and blue. So I just called out the red, white, and blue cup. 4th of July Bucket Brigade. And this was another one of their Bucket Brigade series where they did different themes with the bucket. And this is the patriotic one. Liberty Farm, another really big one, super playful. I like this one too. So many of them go together. Like, she just did such a good job year after year making such a cohesive set. And I love that any of her hundreds of designs that she's done, you look at it and you know that's a Priscilla Blaine design. With the help of Chelsea, of course, her daughter. Land of the Free. Let Freedom Ring. Happy Birthday America Tier Tray. I like this one. Hello America, all jarred up. Gosh, this is another one that I'd love to do because I love her jarred up series. That was another thing that was so popular for her. And I would love to go back and do all of her jarred up series because I have loved the ball jars since before they were such a fad and drove up all the prices in antique stores again. But oh gosh, I've loved them since like 2009 when I was like just a wee lamb. So I still just love them. So yeah, I'd love to do this one. Freedom Farm Dapper Doodad. So you have like the big Liberty Farm and the small one, and the big Freedom Farm and the small one. All American Cup. I like this one because it has the cats and the mice. I hadn't seen this one before. I hadn't realized that it existed. I think this is so cute, especially if you like the mice and the kitty cats, or those kinds of character stitches. God Bless America. This is another great big one. Yeah, so cute. American Bakery Up on a Pedestal. Land That I Love, Dapper Doodad. Red, White, and Boom, Roundabout. And notice it says Red, White, and Boom, not Bloom. So well done. I love that. I got a chuckle out of that because I read that out and my daughter started laughing too. She thought that was so funny. Land of Liberty, Roundabout. Stars and Stripes, Roundabout. So Roundabout means part of the Roundabout series that they have. Okay, so then she has 4 different patterns that are all part of the Stars and Stripes street. So you could put these all together and you can make a street, just like you see, you know, the towns or whatever. So you can do them separately, which I'll show you, but you could put them together. So first you have to make one long row. You know what I'm talking about? So first is Stars and Stripes Street 1. Just Stars and Stripes Street number 2. Stars and Stripes Street number 3. Stars and Stripes Street number 4. All right, next we have 4th of July, Let's Go Ride a Bike. All right, and I have 4 more. All American. This says on their Etsy shop that this includes a bonus chart. There's a couple other ones that in my list, on my PDF list, I notate if it says it includes a bonus chart. Patriotic Jarful. This one also, I think, includes a bonus chart. This is My Country's Sassy Strippers. And lastly, Betsy Ross Flag Company, American made, established 1776. So if you like stitching Betsy Ross, this is a good one. And that concludes the 44 designs from Stitching with the Housewives. All right, you guys. So again, if you'd like to see a part 4 to this series, let me know down below. Otherwise, we'll continue this on next year. Definitely coming up will be a bee-themed video in the very near future, a summer-themed video, beach-themed video, all of those good things. I recently uploaded a strawberry-themed video having to do with 4 different crafts, having to do with crochet, knitting, cross-stitch, and quilting. And I did that, one, to test out what the reception of that video would be. Secondly, strawberry is not as huge of a theme to be able to encapsulate 50 different cross-stitch patterns. There are a lot out there, but like bees, that's going to be so easy. I'm going to have way more than 50 to choose from. But strawberries is much more of a narrow theme. So by being able to spread that out by, along other crafts, then among other crafts, I meant to say, then I was able to get to that 50 mark. And plus I really wanted to show all the different ones because I've really just, like I said in my video, all of these different strawberry themed crafts are popping up on all of my like Instagram, Pinterest, and Etsy. My daughter was watching that video and she's like, Mom, can you make me this? Mom, can you make me that? And I was like, believe me, sister, if I could make you all of them, if I had all of the time in the world, I would do all of them. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching part 3 to this series. If you've watched all 3 of them, let me know down below. You guys rock and are so amazing. Thank you for sharing me along all of your different social media sites. And also thank you so much for your positive reception to the Sawtooth Stars and Stripes pattern. And I hope that you enjoy the concept of the Patriotic Granny Square, because I'm a huge cross stitcher and a huge crocheter, so it was my pleasure to be able to fuse the 2 concepts together because I hadn't seen that before. And again, that will be out in my Etsy shop, Brianna Lentz shop, link down below, the 23rd, May 23rd, 2024. And I will see you guys in my next project and in my next video. Bye.